All right, Gianna and Jaeger are going to be your free bans. You smiled
got
at
a
me
solid memory, man. If you asked me who's the 4 players that are moving on, I'd be like, so about the game.
Well, all right, let's get into that. So I'll take care of that part. You take care of this part. It's going to be KROMZ up first here.
All right, so KROMZ, as you talked about, these players have been putting a lot of emphasis on Fran today, and KROMZ is no exception.
Yeah, he's going to steal it away from O2LOVEO. O2LOVEO had Fran in both of those games that he won against Diligent, and he had it in a game that he won earlier on today. So it makes a lot of sense for him, and it's going to be Gani Hathor as the follow-up, Vanessa here, and Okeanos.
Yeah, I mean, we see that 62% win rate on Fran there. Absolutely insane. And now this is given that she got nerfed a long time back before she actually used to stun. So you can only imagine how much more insane that unit would have been, as we see the Gani Hathor on the side of O2LOVEO, and he's mixing in the Wusa so that he can deal with the Oki.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, the element advantage coming into that, because you got 3 wind against 2 fire, as it is going to be KROMZ looking to lock in these last 2 picks for himself. The Wusa, we didn't get to see it. It was banned the one time O2LOVEO went for it, and it is going to be Diana and Daphnis coming through.
Yeah, aggressive picks by KROMZ here. He's really pushing a lot of pressure right now onto the Wusa pick, because both of these units make really great usage out of opponents' buffs and turn them into debuffs. So now, if you're O2LOVEO, you know that your Wusa's probably getting through, so you gotta draft around that, as we see Laika as an answer to Diana and Daphnis.
Yeah, Laika looks like that's going to be the pickup, the final one. The bans, the post bans being thought about by both of our players here. KROMZ, it is going to be Laika who gets banned, and then Daphnis is going to be the final ban onto KROMZ's side.
Yeah, Laika ban makes a lot of sense, because that unit, he negates Daphnis' shield. He has such a shutdown on Diana. It was a really strong unit, and now we see Wusa getting the first turn, meaning Okeanos not going to get the strip most likely, but he gets it somehow.
Yeah, he gets that immunity strip down. Incredible stuff, and now Hathor has been reset, so all those skills, but you can ventilate it if you want on the Ganymede, or you can just kind of bide your time a bit. He is going to go for the ventilate.
The problem is Vanessa and Diana are cute, so this armor break, if it lands, it's absolutely crucial. It's a game-changing armor break, because now Diana can go ahead. She's going to utilize that skill too with the attack buff, and this is going to be a dead Hathor. So that reset landing from Oki was so huge.
Yeah, and there is the Diana. The pew-pew is real. And then she's going to go again just for giggles. And she's going to come on through. Not really much she can do this go-around. She's going to do it again.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Diana going infinite times. She's trying. Here we go again. Diana showcase. Okay.
All right. Well, for now, it's over. You never know when that can occur again. Who's just doing a little bit of damage in there, and then you get the stun. Okeanos, and then the attack break. Everything going KROMZ's way so far.
Yeah, O2LOVEO is so far behind in the game right now that I would say he has about 2% chance of winning at best.
And none of those attack bars got set back from the Seal of Magic. This is just crazy. KROMZ, so many things going his way right now.
Yeah, he's just going to transform even with the glancing on, because KROMZ knows that he's pretty much won at this point. He just needs to funnel the last damage needed to take out the Sierra. That Oki landing the skill too. Vanessa landing the armor break. Those 2 things were the key things that KROMZ needed to swing things in his way this heavily, and he got it all.
Well, he just, you know, he's looking really strong right now. He had to go through Sede, who I think in terms of like Monster Box may have had one of the scariest, and he's able to overcome that. And even though O2LOVEO just 2-0'd Diligent, now it's KROMZ who comes back with a counterpunch, and KROMZ really making up for that kind of misstep he had in the early part of the day. Remember in the very first game, there was kind of a mistake he made. And then now, you know, and then we talked about it that he's in his pregame interview, he's made a lot of mistakes in the past, but it seems like he's learned from that here today.
Yeah, I mean, his draft was really on point. His ban was great on the Laika. His choice of stripping was great on Hathor. He knew it was going to be faster than Gani, so he's playing on point, and the 50-50 worked out for him.
Yeah, really, really good for KROMZ here so far. This time it's going to be O2LOVEO who's like, I want Fran back, please. can I have? Yes, you can, because you get the first pick, and it isn't banned. Over to KROMZ, and this time Sierra Okeanos going to be quickly picked.
Yeah, I like that KROMZ didn't immediately lock in Ganny here, because I feel like when you go with the Ganny too early, it works out badly for players many of the time, as we see Gianna coming out for the side of O2LOVEO because KROMZ could not pre-ban it, meaning he was expecting it, so he's either going to draft around it or maybe ban it.
Okay, we'll see. Barbara going to be picked up, and then Jaeger. We talked about this. He really, really likes Jaeger, and so it is going to be his pick. And now Savannah coming through for O2LOVEO, the final pick for O2LOVEO being decided here between our two G3 players, and it will be... We see still got some time.
Yeah, given the draft from KROMZ, I actually think that Gianna might not be the ban here because there's not really a reason to ban her. If I was him, I wouldn't be too scared of the Gianna pick. The Triana pick is not too scary either, but it's very annoying. You have a team full of damage, and when you see a Triana, it just kind of makes you want to ban it, but we see the Gianna ban coming out as well as Molly for sustain.
All right, Okeanos going to be banned on the other side. There was no great way necessarily to deal with him. You have some immunity from Gianna, but not nearly the stuff you're going to get from a Fran or a Veligul. So, yeah, Molly, this is the first time we've seen her today, man. Can you believe that? She's been so popular in the meta.
Yeah, I mean, every other server has been utilizing her to a pretty frequent use, I would say. But here today, the first time we're seeing it, and it could be very effective because O2LOVEO doesn't have too much damage going for him.
Yeah, no strip, though, from that Molly. No armor breaks. So nobody getting any procs just yet. Fran is up. She gets a proc of her own. And now she's just going to try to go for that attack bar reduction. And she gets it, but she doesn't get the attack break.
Yeah, I mean, the glancing. Ooh. Whoa. The glancing from Molly potentially keeping things healthy. As we see Triana saying no to healthiness. I'm just going to crit your Barbara down. Vanessa responding with the armor break and a crit.
Yeah, so Barbara off of her beast. And now you get a lot of damage there from your Jaeger, and that's going to knock Savannah down. So both the Beast Riders off of their beast, and Savannah just one-shot the Barbara over to doing some decent damage there, but you can heal that back up from Molly.
It seems actually that O2LOVEO has a very solid reign over this match right now because that Savannah is not going to get taken down anytime soon, and you see those disgusting crits.
Wow. Poor Jaeger. Now there's still hope here for sure, and now you're going to try to finish this Triana off with the bombs, and the explosion doesn't really do enough there. And now you're going to get the healing music and the immunity back up. So you're going to continue to focus down the Triana. Indeed, it doesn't really do much though.
Alright, he's getting the proc though. This will do a lot because it's going to take her out, and now Vanessa passive is down. Meaning once he takes down Savannah, she's going to be down forever. So Molly needs to buy time right now for Jaeger and make sure the glancing comes through.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is huge. Oh. This is absolutely huge, but the arbor break misses.
Woo! Resisted it. Now you do get the slow there, and then the Jaeger does go down. Things looking very good for O2LOVEO.
Yeah, just too much damage coming out, not enough glancing, too much procs, and Jaeger went down. That does mean that O2LOVEO most likely has this one.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, and who knows, maybe you get some Sierra proc shenanigans going or something, but I don't know. It is going to be a lot of damage coming her way now. Oof! Big critical.
Yeah, Savannah being out of that beast form is actually paying off this time. You usually don't have that when they go into the human form. They get taken out fairly easily, but when there's Vanessa, Triana, and Fran, she's just going to completely utilize that passive and just make that extra damage work.
Yep, absolutely. It is nasty. If those Beast Riders are left alone when they're not on their beast, they hit hard. That's for sure.
Exactly. That's why I questioned the Gianna ban. I talked about Gianna being a very scary monster that he's going to want to play around. But when I saw his team, I was like, okay, you probably don't need to be that scared of Gianna. The max you can do, stun you on turn 1, yeah, that sucks, but you got a Jaeger, and the bombs, I'm sure you can deal with them. So had he banned Vanessa or even Savannah, I feel like that could have been a 2-0 for KROMZ there.
That's a really good point. And I mean, just looking at the amount of survivability as well that O2LOVEO has on that team with Vanessa, Triana, and then Savannah. I mean, it's just revives for days. All right, this time KROMZ going back to the first pick, Fran, over to Sierra Hathor, and of course our bans being Gianna and Jaeger. And now it's KROMZ's turn, Vanessa and Okeanos.
All right, so we're seeing the very, very common units throughout this tournament here. Okeanos and Hathor. Sierra Fran being traded. Now, O2LOVEO has the Chiwoo there. And we also know O2LOVEO has Wunsa. I don't think he's going to go for the double Pioneers. It's unnecessary. And if you're KROMZ right now, you're seeing a lot of speed on the side of O2LOVEO. So you either go for, you know, maybe like Diana, some bruisers to react to it, or maybe you want to contest it.
Okay, and he's thinking about that for his last pick. It is going to be Savannah. It's going to be that last one. We've seen what Savannah can do when she's left alone. Ooh, Tianlang.
That's the first time we're seeing O2LOVEO picking Tianlang today, and this unit does shut down Diana if it's picked, because Diana not getting any attack bar from those pre-pews will make her pretty obsolete here, as we see Vanessa being banned out. Smart by O2LOVEO, because you know that Vanessa's Savannah combo is disgusting. That does mean that KROMZ, if you don't ban Tianlang, what is Diana going to do?
All right, well, let's find out, because he didn't. He went for the Chiwoo ban. Now we get the Barba started attacking. Does some decent damage there onto the Fran. Nothing just critical, but now you're opening up the stun. It does stun Fran there.
All right, and now there's the sleep coming out. It's going to land on everything here. That is going to be crucial, as now Savannah can attempt to get some speed buff going for the team, but no one is really moving to follow up unless she procs, of course.
Ooh, big proc here. Now you got some decisions. What do you want to go for? The armor breaks are there. You're going to go for the Barbara and take her off of her beast. Down it goes, and there is nothing to bring it back this time around. Sierra bombs. Here it comes, right on top of Savannah.
Oh,
but it doesn't go. It gets resisted.
Yeah, that's actually super duper crucial, because Sierra is like the main highlight of the show here. She really needed to land that bomb, as Savannah getting so many procs in the right moments.
I mean, this is just a Savannah game right now. She's coming through. Now you're going over to the Fran. You're sick of this Savannah. She's still somehow hanging on with 1 HP before she goes into her form. Sleep coming through again. Now you're putting it down to the Rider. The bomb goes off on top of Fran, but she survives.
Yeah, that bomb being placed on Fran was absolutely crucial from O2LOVEO. And now Savannah, she's got attack break, so it's not going to do too much. But like I said, had the bomb landed earlier on Savannah, this Savannah already would have been in a really rough spot. As we see Diana proccing, just going to go for the transform here. He doesn't really care that he's not going to get the full attack bar. He wants to take the Sierra out, and that is so much damage.
Yeah, big damage coming from Diana this time around.
He wants a stun, triple stun.
Oh, just the one onto Diana. Now we get the bomb put on top of Diana. She is in her human form. She is much more vulnerable, and down she goes.
Yeah, I mean, I can respect the play coming out of KROMZ. I completely see it, and I know why he did it, but that also ended up costing him the Diana, and that does mean his win rate is looking very, very grim right now.
Okay, we do get the increased cooldown, but that is going to be Savannah finished off. You're going to need some kind of Okeanos magic. Here comes the delayed promise. It is going to get the sleep, though, on to the Okeanos. He is in a world of trouble. It doesn't really matter too much. He's just going to get woken up each time, because they're just going to keep attacking him.
Oh my
Stun
gosh.
And the armor break. Oh, bad news bears here for the Okeanos. He's stunned again. This looks like it's going to be O2LOVEO taking the game and the match, and he is finding his way to the 2020 SWC APAC Regionals.